Good morning, dear student. Here we are going to recap the chapter NPO. I have given three different slides for this recap, and basically I have taken the 1 mark question, 3 mark question, and 6 marks question. Means to say what type of question can be asked for 1 mark, for 3 marks, and for 6 marks. One thing is important for you that I have taken the topics, a relevant topic for questions according to marks is based on the previous examinations. So normally you can see here for 1 mark questions, objective of NPO. Now, various times this question has been asked, what is the objective of NPO? So you should always keep in mind, NPO is actually established for the social welfare motive. Its objective is just help society, enrichment of cultural, art, etc. activities. For 1 marks question, there may be a chance of a treatment of revenue or capital receipt. For example, because you have finished the chapter, I hope here you are aware with these differences, capital and revenue receipt. It may be possible a question is given like that. For example, donation. A donation will be given and say legacy with a specific content is given. So donation will be taken as a revenue receipt because no specific information is there, and if legacy is there with the specific information, then it should be treated as liabilities, and it will shown on the balance sheet. There could be a different example as well. For example, subscriptions received. Subscription received for the current year, always it should be income, but subscription received in advance should be a liabilities, and it will show on the liability side of balance sheet. Now a treatment of revenue and capital nature of payment. A payment with a few modification can be termed as expenses. So if you have paid rent, revenue nature payment is termed as expenses, means the benefit is exhausted within a certain period of time, then it will be termed as expenses. And next one is assets. So on payment side, there may be a chance of rent paid, obviously payment this kind should be treated as expenses, but furniture purchased will shown on the payment side, then it will be taken as asset. This is also very important topic. Item that are not shown in receipt and payment account but shown in income and expenditure account. So before going to this one, you should always keep in mind receipt and payment is prepared on cash basis, and income and expenditure account is prepared on accrual basis. So a few items, for example, depreciation. Depreciation is a non-cash expense. So depreciation will never you will find in receipt and payment account because cash is not involved there. But depreciation as an expense, it is non-cash expense. It will shown on expenditure account, expenditure side of income and expenditure account. In the same manner, outstanding expenses, it is also not shown in income and expenditure account for the current year, but it will be adjusted, it will be shown on debit side, means you have to adjust it with the relevant expenses. Loss on sale of fixed assets. One question has actually been asked this year also. Give one example of the item that are not shown in receipt and payment account but shown in income and expenditure account. This was 1 mark question and asked in 2020 accountancy CBSE examination. To show the balance of fund, say tournament fund is there, and to simple sense, every fund have a balance, a positive balance will be shown on liability side, and if it is negative, how can you find it negative? Say fund is 20,000 and you have expended 22,000, so 2,000 will show as negative balance, and it will always be shown on expenditure side. So it can be asked in objective question, or to tick on which side or where in financial statement or financial information of NPO will be these type of treatment item will be treated. It may be a difference between financial statement of not profit making organizations and profit making organization. So sometime a question has been asked, name any two accounts that is maintained, two financial information maintained by not for profit making organization. So it can be income expenditure account, receipt and payment account. Sometime it is also asked, name two account that is not maintained in profit making organizations. So the answer will be same. So just I am giving you the overview of this chapter. To recap the chapter, 1 mark question, I think it is a this type of question may be asked. I have given questions topic with the answer as well. Now come to the next, for 3 marks questions. Last few years, 3 marks question has a specific kind of informations. Rarely subscriptions has not been asked regularly, but material consumed and fund based accounting, it has been asked certainly. Suppose a subscriptions is also been given, then how will you deal it out? I will advise you to go to prepare a different account. So for the easiest and conceptual approach to calculate subscriptions as income for the year, I will suggest you to prepare subscriptions account. On credit side, show the opening balance of subscription received in advance if it is given in the question. On debit side, show accrued subscriptions opening balance. Accrued subscriptions here will refer as outstanding subscriptions for this chapter. On credit side, the closing balance of subscriptions, it is subscriptions accrued, will be shown, and on debit side you have to show the closing balance of subscription received in advance. Whatever the subscriptions you have received during the year, that will appear in receipt side of income and expenditure account, you have to show as by cash on credit side of subscriptions account. So after putting all these information, after giving all these information, you will find the balancing amount on debit side as income and expenditure account, the amount of subscriptions that will be transferred to income and expenditure account on income side. So what you have to do here, you can also create a formula here: opening balance of subscriptions received in advance plus subscriptions received plus closing balance of subscriptions accrued minus opening balance of subscription received, subscription accrued minus subscriptions received in advance closing balance. After doing this, you will have a amount of subscriptions that should be treated as income. I think it is the best approach, conceptual approach. Why you are going to add some item and why you are going to deduct it, you can have a better example for this one. It can be a good for you as well. Now next one is calculation of material consumed. It is actually sometime few students don't feel comfortable in this topic. there are two different accounts, two different things you have to find out for material consumed. One is just material purchased, one different account is prepared to find out material purchased, and another one is just to find out material consumed. So first you should prepare creditors account. The account of creditors, the balance of creditors will be given to you as a credit purchase. If there is any cash purchase, add there. So in that balance, add opening material and deduct closing material. You can easily find out the material balance of material consumed, and that will be shown on expenditure side. So what you have to do, prepare creditors account, find out the credit balance of material purchased. If there is cash purchase of material is given, add it. So there will be a total material purchased. Add opening balance of material and deduct closing balance of material in this manner. Next is fund based accounting, because material consumed, stationery consumed, medicine consumed, all have a same kind of information. Item related to opening balance sheet will be shown in opening balance sheet, and closing related balance will be shown in closing balance sheet. Fund based accounting is a different approach of any NPO, and that they maintain a different accounting for a different type of fund. So what is the main theme? Any income will be added in that fund, and expenses you have to reduce from that fund on the liability side. So balance of fund will be given there. Add their income from that particular fund, donation for that particular fund, and reduced expenses for that particular fund. Amount is if positive, liability side, and if the amount is negative, then it will be on expense side of income and expenditure account. Sometimes extract of income and expenditure and the balance sheet may also be prepared. Don't go in these confusing word. Just before that, you should know the meaning of extract. Extract is just a part of that account, means a relevant item will be shown. For example, say salary and salary outstanding is given, and you have been asked to prepare extract of income, expenditure and the balance sheet. So on expenditure side, salary, add outstanding will be shown, and on liability side, outstanding salary will be shown. Here come to the next topic, and that is 6 marks question. Till date, normally last 2 years, board has changed board has changed its pattern. Now they are more moderate, asking the question related to this one. Mainly they asked to prepare income and expenditure account. In few cases it may be preparation of opening balance sheet and closing balance sheet. So before going to give you the idea for income and expenditure account, first come to the opening balance sheet and closing balance sheet. So balance sheet has a financial statement, financial information records that maintain on only one date. So on the opening date, it is termed as opening balance sheet, and on the last date of the accounting year, it is termed as closing balance sheet. Okay. How will you prepare income and expenditure account? The same method is there as you have done to prepare profit and loss account of previous class, and with the adjustment same here. It is also prepared on accrual basis. On your left hand side, expenditure will be shown. On your right hand side, income will be shown. There is no date column, no LF/JF column is there, and expenses needs to be adjusted. So outstanding expenses will be added, prepaid expenses will be deducted on expenditure side, and in income you need to find out the accrued income as well. You need to adjust for that. So interest on investment, mainly this topic has been asked by board. So accrued investment interest on investment will be added there. There can be also be a type of questions to find out the balance of subscriptions that will be shown on income. So I think it is enough for you to sum up, and all the best for you. Solve different questions and any problem, just revert back to me. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.